Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading. You're one of the first signs for me to do these readings, and that's because I've noticed that you're tuning into your readings. A lot of you are not subscribed, so I'd appreciate if you do subscribe and you're supporting your readings. Yes, it's only a couple or a few likes, but given the amount of subscribers on the page, I appreciate it. I would love for you to subscribe because a lot of the people that are viewing the readings, if they are resonating with you, it would be good for you to subscribe so you get notified of all the content, but also you are supporting the channel. And look, I'm giving back this general reading, and there probably will be bonus readings for the signs and subscribers that do show their appreciation and love because they're resonating with the work. I think that's really important. It helps also narrow down the energy. So this is going to be, it's not going to be minute detailed. It's going to look at an oversight of the rest of the year for you and what might be your key focus. I'm going to dive into all areas, but it's really about getting you to align with where you want to go. And then every month and every check-in that we do, we can see how we're progressing on that, as well as the energy healing themes for your elementals is really important. Now on this, do check your sun, moon, rising and Venus sign, and for a complete accurate picture, seeing as it's not minute, it will help you. I would also say when you listen to this, you might find, okay, great, I've taken it in. Subconsciously, you implement something that has been said. And so further in the year, you might want to flag this, save it and like it so that you come back and you see for further guidance, or you might realize I actually implemented that after I took the reading on board, although I didn't actually think about it twice. And so now I just want to see in this particular area how it's translating out in my actions, or is there a particular message that can help me or that I resonate more with now further down the line. So we're looking at April onwards, and like I said, do check your sun, moon, rising. It's general. If you wanted a personalized reading, you can reach out to me on my email. Any of my services: energy healing, life coaching, transformation, natal purpose, natal chart reading, life purpose coaching if you're looking to change your direction or just understand how you can be better aligned. If you take a package on the life coaching, I also look into human design. So it's not only your natal chart that we do in the first session, but I look up your human design so that I can also help you work in the best way that's aligned for your human design. Your cards already want to shuffle out, so there's something about juggling decisions, maybe growth and creativity. Let's see. I've not set intention, so I'm not going to pull these cards out. It was the Five of Pentacles. So let's tap in and see what cards we can have. All Gemini placements, please. Spirit guides, all Gemini placements, please, spirit guides, all Gemini placements, please, spirit guides. Are we ready? King of Cups, beautiful. So someone who you're in a why am I stuttering? Okay, so first I feel like a lot of you are seeking change and trying to, it's funny, this taps into your energy healing. That's just been uploaded for air signs. You're trying to rush into the new, okay? And that's what I was getting from the stutter. It's nothing to do with the King of Cups. You're trying to rush into this new you, this new next, this new whatever it is. And I feel with the stuttering, you jumping stuff that actually needs your attention, whether it's to do with healing, introspection. So just be aware of that as you move into the year, that you're not just like, yeah, what's next? Yeah, what's next? I want to be out of this relationship. This relationship's ended. I want to be with someone else. that's fine, but have you actually healed? And so the King of Cups says that you come into a balanced equilibrium of your emotions, where you're not the queen who also gives and sometimes pours herself too much out. You know how to give in an emotional, mature way, where you are abundantly giving emotional support, but you're also, look at this, you've got the river around you, you know, you're not in lack of self-emotional care. Okay, then we have the Seven of Swords, and this is telling me about the Temple Path. This is telling me about possibly, and you could have faced this already, some deceit, some betrayal, lies. This is also telling me to make sure that you don't step into this energy at any point in time subconsciously to take advantage of something to gain in for your own reason. Sometimes as humans we can do this unintentionally, so just be careful of balancing that out, and the King of Cups energy is going to help you balance that out. But also there's something about the people around you need to make sure are aligned with you and have your best interest at heart, as well as, like I said, if it's you that could step into this area, you need to make sure that you are careful that you're not burning bridges, that you are being honest and truthful, you're not using any deceit, any dishonesty, any betrayal kind of energy to achieve what you want to achieve, especially if you're trying to get over the past and you're like, what's next, and you're just moving forward. Again, be cautious of people around you. This doesn't mean that I think you're going to be having a lot of people lying to you, stabbing you in the back, betrayal. No, I think actually this is a sound advice for everyone in the world, you know, because we always come across those people. Yeah, there's a very much a distracted, you know, kind of needing to move on, wanting to move on to the end, to the rest, to what's next. And I feel like, you know, you can only bring into life what you already have. And what I mean by that is to align with the energy of what you love, right? Don't skip it. Look at the Hierophant. Don't skip what you might need to close gaps or heal from before you move on to the next thing. All right. Energy can be translated into a feeling, and that feeling brings you love into the sphere. And it really makes you feel that you are aligned with it and that you have it. Now, what I'm seeing here is that you could be challenged by beliefs. Again, possibly people that want to keep you around them, where they don't mean to be deceitful, but they want to keep you around. And I mean people like family, where they're very close, they're in your sort of framework. But I also feel there's a bit about old belief systems that maybe you might wish to look at or just be aware of, that could make you feel like you're going back into a pattern or something. The world is suggesting there's definitely a new cycle for you here, all right? And some of this could be around new things of formalities as well. like work contracts, marriage, whatever it is, it could be around that. Okay, it could be that some of you are getting more into sort of research, but what I really want to say without scaring you is some of you could be getting more into, like, if some of you have had last year a legal case, it could be that you start or end this legal case. So it's not something that I'm saying some of you are going to have a legal case. No, this could be taking a bit of your focus. But the Wheel of Fortune is saying to us there's ebbs and flows and ups and downs. And I said that at the beginning of your reading. For everyone, there's ups and downs. And there's always people that are good and sort of people that are not aligned for us. And it's about you understanding that. And I said about your energy being of what you love and what you want without rushing, okay? Being connected, really being connected. So I feel like this, you know, with the King of Cups, the Hierophant and the World, and what we said about the Seven of Swords, right? There's something about learning the true art of balance here. The King of Cups actually has two cups there. They're very different, but they're balanced, okay? The Hierophant is some framework that balances, and the Justice card is not here, but there's balance, there's truth, there's and if there's not truth, there's a shadow aspect that you need to release. Seven of Swords. And also a bit of balance is that I know in some of your readings, the Queen of Cups has been coming up. So balancing how much you're giving to people and how much you need to focus on yourself so that you go through where you want to go. Some of you could be, some of you could have strong Leo, Aquarius, Taurus and Scorpio in your charts as well. All those energies around you. It's not good or bad. I'm just saying about energies that could be around you. So just going back to the Hierophant, this is also for those of you that, you know, are trying to emerge as a new you, and you're feeling kind of binded maybe by the conforming to society or family dynamics or frameworks of a certain way you should be, okay? Obviously, if you're rebelling against conforming to laws and regulations, you're on the other side and you need to. But for those of you that are finding it, that you're trying to step into the new you, but you also feel pulled back by, you know, either society and how you think you should be, your old image, the old you. This is reminding you that actually you can step away. And with the King of Cups, the balance, like I said, and balance and consistency of that is really important. Learning the art of balance. Now, this is going to resonate for you in ways that you are going to be able to say, I understand that. What balance I need to do. I give too much, I don't give enough. I'm not balancing my authentic self with who I'm supposed to be. I'm going back and forth. I'm not balancing getting over situations in my life and then moving forward. To make it, how to make things sustainable for you going forward, especially if you're implementing change, like being an individual but removing your energy from the crowd, if that's making sense. The Sun. So you are going to continue to have clarity, and the Sun, I think also I'm going to tie it in with your health card, but I think this means, you know, there's honesty as well. That needs to be a key word for you, especially when we got the Seven of Swords and the Hierophant. Okay, so honesty is probably another key word for you. And with that, that's to do with, I really think, around your relationships. This is not only love, this is relationships in general. So where in love, I mentioned, you need to be an individual, you need to balance. And that's your key for the rest of the year as well. I think that's also in love. Like, draw your energy back when you're giving too much. If you are, make sure the balance is there. Make sure you're self-reliant. And another word that's come through, self-reliant. So the key words for your relationship is honesty, so that there's always clarity. And that's about being honest with yourself and the relationships, so that they do either close out a cycle or they flourish into the new relationship like they should be. So that's in terms of your relationships, and it will be the same for like love, any form of relationships. Okay, there's a strong message here about connection with self and balance of self. And if I'm going upon the themes of the energy healing, there's a new you that's trying to emerge. And as I've done your readings, I've seen where there's been at the beginning of the year or end of last year, there was a lot of giving to people that were just taking from you. And so I think your readings have improved in terms of that. There's not so much about the Queen of Cups and all the excessive giving kind of indicators that I were getting. And I think that's really good, because it means you're coming out of it. But don't avoid where things have ended for you and then you kind of like onto the next. If you remember when I started your reading, I was stuttering and it was kind of like, okay, well, I'm going like this. And I remembered your energy theme, and I remembered it could be around the new you, getting rid of old you, and so on. Now, if we look at your finances, remember this is just like a bird's eye view, so we're not going into details. We go into details in your monthly tarots. Finances for Gemini or Gemini placements. I'm not getting anything negative about your finance. I think it's going to be fine. Okay, this is interesting, because when I said that, we also had these cards: 5 of Cups, 8 of Swords, and the 4 of Cups. And then the last card, Temperance, which talks about balance. But I'm also feeling something else with this, and I'm going to go into it. So here it's telling me that maybe you're not where you want to be, but you're okay. And you're looking more at the lack as opposed to what you actually have. For those of you that have a bit of constraint, you're looking at the lack and you're not looking at what you actually have. It could make you feel disconnected. It could make you feel, you're not where you want to be as well. The 4 of Cups then tells me, even when you're offered something, and I don't know why I'm getting this in relationships as well, you're not fully happy. Or what is being offered, it's not making you happy. It's not where you want to be. But I feel this is telling you to be connected and to balance. And I think it's saying the connection with yourself transforms the finances this year. Transforms the world, the ups and downs. Knowing yourself is key here. But there's nothing negative about your finances. If those of you are thinking that you might be losing money or something, you're not. That's just a key word, to be connected. and take action when you need to take action. 1 and 7 is an 8, which it means you are mastering. Okay, so now let's look on a bit of health and what else wants to come up. And there is a card here, rest and rejuvenation. So a balance card again. It's about balance. 1 and 9 is a completion, which is similar to the Wheel of Fortune, which is not a completion, but it's ebbs and flows. Cycles close, cycles open. Heart chakra, remain balanced in your heart, within your heart. This is important. So those of you that have any sort of heart conditions, just make sure you're staying on top of it. Make sure you're being heart-centered. I would also do some breath work. If you don't have any heart issues, there's nothing to worry about here. If I see any issues, I'll mention it, but I don't see any health issues. I see the word self-reliant, see the word being in balance, connected to yourself. Your health thrives when you're self-reliant, standing on your own 2 feet and trusting your inner wisdom, you know, trusting yourself. And so you're not holding yourself back. Your health is thriving then. And trusting your wisdom as well, Gemini. This is the Page of Wands. It's saying if you've got creative ideas or any ideas you might be fearing, to actually step out of it. To step out and take the action that's needed. And I think this is actually saying, I think these 3 cards are actually saying, overall, don't hold yourself back. Take the action. And you will avoid feeling like this on a reoccurring basis. And you will avoid anything larger, you know, like a tower or you know, like a breakdown. But overall, don't forget the card. We've got the Sun card that was coming through. So it's just really about, and with the balance, get out in nature. So, you know, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, we're getting warmer. And so you have that opportunity to get out in nature as well. Any more for, we've got the 7 card again, deceit. So it's really important to be honest with yourself, to be honest with other people. And it's really important to use your discernment about the people around you as well. Okay. Nothing to worry about. It's about navigating things. Let's look at, now, don't forget, I'm not reading, is love coming to you? Are you going to get $1 million? No, I'm reading a bird's eye view of how to navigate, which means what energy you need to be in and recall back to yourself. So don't take this as a good or positive reading. You've got great direction advice here. So let's get you a soul message. This deck was calling me, and a specific split on the thing was calling me, because I want to make sure that you know you've got unlimited possibilities, which is why I just said that. Don't take it negative or positive. We're trying to navigate your energy so that you align. And look at this. You've got an abundance of possibilities. That really tells me with the cards on the deck that, you know, there is prosperity here. There's growth, there's expansion. Know exactly what you want though before you go down a direction, and don't hold back by confirming to whatever society, whatever family dynamics, whatever relationship is no longer aligned with you, so that you can handle the direction. Use this advice that I've given you to keep going forward. I feel like creativity is flowing all around you as long as you balance yourself You become self-reliant, for those of you that might not be. You're honest with yourself and other people, and you allow only that energy around you. You're capable of doing things on your own. I don't know why I keep getting that. Utilize the energy that we've discussed, and yeah, you know, you're going to see your monthly readings as well. We're going to see how that goes. Let's get you a message for all Gemini placements, please. Do I believe I am worthy? You are worthy, you are deserving, and you are loved. So, Gemini, I think it really ties in with your reading, and take this affirmation down for you as a reminder to rebalance whenever you're slipping down possibly this kind of energy, which we all do. And that's why none of this is good or bad, because we all come across people who deceive us. We all come across, you know, the Four of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Five of Cups, like feeling lost, feeling lack, not happy with what's being offered. Why am I offered this? I'm worth more. Okay, maybe I'm not worth more. You slip back, you have this. You become tied to self-imposed beliefs. This is all of us, okay? But it's really being highlighted for you to move forward. So start seeing the divine beauty and within you, and go out and claim it. And your crown has been brought and paid for. Put it on your head and know that you're worthy. You don't have to go buy a crown. Make it the invisible crown. Your heart chakra is important to remain heart-centered. So as things start improving for you, don't get arrogant. Be honest with yourself. Remain in the balance of the heart center. And you're worthy of everything. I want to pull a spirit animal for you. If you've liked this reading, please do like and comment and subscribe. Remember, you might see it and it might be like, okay, yeah, resonates. And then you come back later in the year and you look at it, and you've subconsciously navigated this way because you've heard the reading, but also you get reminded of something that at the time of, like, when you first saw it, didn't click, but now it clicks, and you re-navigate, or you understand it in a different light even. Interesting. The white stag. The white stag is a protector. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken the powerful force within you. You're meant to create blessings all around you. With the Do I Believe I Am Worthy card. It's beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed it. You might want to save it so that you can come back. If you like this sort of reading, let me know. I might do one later in the year. If you want specific topics to be covered, do let me know. And again, I apologize for the interruption of your reading, but the bang really did frighten me. It would have turned into a comedy if I kept it. So I had to just disconnect, see what's happening, come back to your reading, fully focused. Just check what's happening. I didn't want to re-record your reading because I like it to always be authentic, and I always like to continue. So I just took a breather, went to see what happened, and come back. So your reading is, what's the word? Connected is the energy that I've asked you to be in. Basically, it's done at one time. It's not done the next day. It's not done after a couple of hours. And thank you for your support on your readings. I do hope this one resonates for you. Have a lovely day wherever you are, and I'm going to see you in your next readings. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.